It's the Lions and the Bengals, and it's coming up next.
There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time and to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And Sanders now to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Running free at the 45. Pushing his way through. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield.
From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And they'll run it here. Shoves him away. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, Burrow escapes the sack. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The numbers a week ago for Cook. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. You talk about this Lions defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Cook will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, And we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. This one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Now Sanders. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Short throw caught by Pitts. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On 1, ready? 11, Thomas.
First down. Here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Bengals did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then you're deep.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 34. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Another run with Sanders. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Here's Goff. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Dalvin Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on, just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And once again, this is Sanders. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Goff on 1st down. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Drops throw complete there to St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions 1st down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line. Goff throwing again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, Yes, in this one.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Goff. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. And it's going to be caught by Pitts. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Right back to Pitts again. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to... Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off play action. It's Cunningham. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Cunningham. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2nd and 9. Now Cunningham. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Gone. Johnson's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Goff on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Now Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Goff. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Goff now looks to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. Again, Goff. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Goff. It's caught. Mitchell. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd and long. It's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
The offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down. Here we go.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
On 2nd down, Burrow. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
McPherson's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So here's Goff and the Lions. Down by 9. 1:06 to play.
Now it's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Goff now to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson.
This from 54 yards away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Another one in the books for us, partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL